As the Hollywood cliche goes, postcoital bliss has some of us leaning back against the headboard, basking in the glow of satisfying our lover, spouse, or one-night stand before lighting up a cigarette. How is it for you, you wonder? Taking a well-earned drag? Good enough, you figure? Or are you the type to roll over in an instant, leaving your partner miffed and wide awake, struggling to catch some Z's? Maybe you pause for a moment to repose, then pull yourself together and dive back in. Do you cuddle up, chat about life, dive into deep topics, or even ask for a favor? Research shows these are all common behaviors, but what really happens to our bodies during and after sex? That's what we're exploring today on the Infographics show. What happens to your body while you're having sex? We'll focus on what occurs for both men and women during heterosexual intercourse. Think lovemaking, copulation, fornication, or as the Brits put it, having it off. Let's start with the guys. What happens to him? At some point, men hit the point of no return, often called ejaculatory inevitability. Heart rate and blood pressure spike, semen is expelled, and the penis undergoes powerful contractions. Now, he can slip back into a coma-like state and let his body unwind, which studies suggest happens faster for men than women. The penis goes flaccid, and most guys need a cool-down period before round two, depending on age, fitness, and sheer desire to return to the throes of passion. Some men just crash and want to sleep right then. Is that rude or a biological imperative? Wake up, weary women. Science says it's totally normal for several reasons. Beyond the obvious, it's usually nighttime and exhaustion is real. Orgasm releases a flood of pent-up tension. Women experience this too and might feel wiped out, but research indicates men tend to nod off more readily post-sex. Brain chemistry plays a big role. Ejaculation triggers a cocktail of chemicals like serotonin, oxytocin, norepinephrine, vasopressin, and nitric oxide. Many promote de-stressing and drowsiness, creating that few moment where relaxation kicks in. Like recovering from an intense workout, it's akin to a morphine hit and apparently stronger from partnered sex than solo sessions. One doctor describes it. They give you a very relaxed feeling, slow down your brain waves and intellectual functioning, and make you feel profoundly tired. But the star player is prolactin, the hormone released at climax. It delivers deep satisfaction, and lower levels mean you're more likely to rally for round two sooner. Exhausted guys might just roll over and start snoring. Another urge, the sudden need to pee. Blame the chemicals again. Oxytocin and prolactin tweak kidney function, sending him sprinting to the bathroom. Experts also say it flushes bacteria from the urethra, a natural hygiene hack, or maybe he just held it during the action. Trouble is, the stream might not flow at first. That's normal. The internal sphincter muscles clamp shut during ejaculation to seal off the bladder and keep semen from backflowing. A recent Cosmopolitan piece suggests men who cuddle instead are keepers, but hey, those who don't might just be obeying their body's signals. You might notice the penis feels a tad sore from all the contracting, totally normal, and it fades quickly. And if the testicles seem shrunken, no panic, that's standard too. A doctor in Men's Health explained, when you ejaculate, the cremaster muscles contract and pull your testicles closer to your body, giving the impression they're smaller. Oh, and toe cramps? Surprisingly common thanks to orgasmic nerve surges, especially in the S1 spinal nerve, which links to the toes. Research also notes wild mood swings post-sex for some men, but with all that tension release and chemical rush, it's no shocker. Some report feeling emotionally numb after a big O, likely from a dopamine overload, like crashing after an ecstasy high. Women can feel similarly, as we'll see. So what about postcoital women? Not every woman orgasms every time. A Psychology Today article, drawing from multiple studies, breaks it down. About half climax consistently during intercourse, 20% rarely do, 20% always, and 5% never. When they do, it's no single explosive burst like a man's. It's a series of rapid, rhythmic contractions. This can be an epic ride with facial expressions that scream pure ecstasy. Shockwaves ripple through the genitals, anus, uterus, and pelvis, unleashing a brain chemical bonanza. She might even experience female ejaculation, a milky fluid from the urethra. Ladies, no worries, it's all good. But if it's a gush, a Rutgers University neurophysiologist clarifies, it's not the same milky stuff if it comes out in large amounts. In that case, it's urine mixed with substances from the female prostate. Scientists aren't sure why it happens for some and not others, but it's harmless. Why then are women often game for pillow talk on tomorrow's plans or life's big questions, while men are halfway to dreamland? A 2005 Dutch study found women hyper-focused during sex, zeroing in on orgasm. Their amygdala and hippocampus, emotion regulators, basically clock out. They're fully immersed, at least if they're truly into it. As a Bustle article puts it, once we've come, we return to our bodies, our awareness recalibrates, and our emotional intelligence returns. Post-orgasm, they get that sweet oxytocin surge, the cuddle hormone. One study links high testosterone, more common in men, to lower oxytocin release afterward. So guys, blame biology next time you flop over. Women often skip the refractory period, that mandatory downtime men need to recharge. Teens might barely pause, though their sessions are famously brief. Ladies are multi-orgasmic and can often jump right back in, but heads up, sex can ache more for you. Uterine cramps? Courtesy of oxytocin, let's call it the bittersweet hug hormone. Vaginal burning from dryness, lube helps. Lingering pain beyond a day or two? Check with a doc. If men notice shrinkage, women get the reverse, at least up top. Many breasts swell post-sex, up to 25% in some cases per women's health. Swelling varies woman to woman. The same mag notes. A woman's clitoris will become very small at the point of orgasm, almost disappearing. At the same time, women's nipples may become more sensitive, but this is very natural. Reports vary. Some women feel self-conscious after, others radiate confidence, loving their bodies more. While a post-sex slump hits some women, it's men who reportedly grapple with deeper blues, sometimes lasting a week. But as the saying goes, what goes up must come down, and most times the ride's worth it. So, does this nail what happens to your body during sex, or did we miss something? Drop it in the comments. Check out our other vid, What Happens When You Die. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.